Many times the single, they have difficulty finding someone. You spoke here, about the crisis. We're in a crisis. It's not a crisis. Look, how many singles are here? It's not a crisis. There isn't no missing men. We're not missing men and women. But sometimes it's small things, small behaviors, small ways of thinking sometimes that we see. Today, for example, I'm going to speak to you women. I know they don't like it, but I'm going to speak because if there is someone who's going to say it between both of us, it's going to be me, not him. Many women, they have been difficult to access. Why? Because they have a behavior sometimes of many traumas. I know that they went through many things. You've seen many things. You saw your mother go through a lot, and then you keep that trauma inside of you against men. Meaning, you need to remove this hatred, these bad eyes of the opposite sex, men and women. But sometimes you don't know that you give off messages that push people away from you.
Pushing you away. She becomes inaccessible for the sake of protecting herself. Exactly, so that she keeps intruders from approaching her. The losers, as they say. I don't want the losers to come after me. So she protects herself from the losers, but ends up pushing away the good guys as well. So she becomes hard to get for any guy.
Yeah, fear, Many times it's fear of being hurt. And fear, it's the opposite of faith. For you to have faith, you need to get rid of fear. So when you come here forward, you don't look to the sides, you're stiff, you're afraid of what? Afraid of what? Oh, because I don't want them to think that I'm desperate. You're very conscious, self-conscious, and worried about what other people are thinking about you, and then you end up losing opportunity of being, pleasant, to come and smile. What's the problem? Are you marrying the person when you smile at them? No. When you look at them, you're not giving yourself to the person. But people, sometimes they give off these messages, these negative messages about themselves, because if, for example, I walk by Renato, or he walks by me and he walks by me, we don't know each other, and then he walks by like this. For me, what am I going to think about him? What am I going to think? What do you think? Think about a person that doesn't look at you, who's beside you, who is walking by and doesn't look at you. What do you think about them? They're shy, at the least. Shy. They have some sort of difficulty, because shyness is not pretty, okay? It's not nice. Shyness is not nice. If you say, oh, I'm shy, it's not something beautiful or something it's not a quality. I have been shy, very shy, and I know how much it affected me. So if you have this shyness, you're already showing that you have a problem, something that you're not being able to overcome in your life. So if you want to attract someone's attention, you need to be well. You can't have anything holding you back from looking at the person, from talking, from complimenting, from walking by with your head up. You don't need to have, fear of doing that. If it's difficult, if it's been very difficult for you to do that, then yes, you need to heal yourself. You're afraid there is something that is hurting you. And then you can't go into a relationship like this. Because if you do that, you're going to lose. You have a problem inside of you. It's not enough for you to say, I'm single and I want to get married. It's not enough. Are you okay? Did you overcome your traumas, grudges, and rancor? You women, did you already forgive the men? Did you forgive already?
No comment.
Did you say, no, yes, many men have hurts, but But look, there's Renato here. So it means that there is men that don't hurt. There are men. Just like there is women that betray. But there is women who don't betray. So there is both. So you need to fix what's going on inside of you. Don't hold on to that and end with your opportunity. It's not enough to want. Everybody says, where there's a will, there's a way. No, there is many people who want but can't. Why? Because they do everything wrong. They have behaviors that hinder themselves of being able to achieve what they want.
So women have this thing about being accessible. Men sometimes feel intimidated. He doesn't see the sign. A man needs the green light. What is the green light for a man? A man can't have a woman too easily because he won't value her, nor too difficult because he has a fragile ego. If a woman is too difficult and he fears he'll be turned down, he prefers, to walk carefully. Men nowadays, which doesn't help, have a deficiency in an area of courage, right? Women are becoming like this, inaccessible. So it can get really complicated. So she can't be too easy, nor extremely difficult, inaccessible. Women in the past got this perfectly. Nowadays, it seems like things are confusing for women because in the past, it was very, very easy for the woman to give the man a green light. A simple this. A simple this. A quick look was already a smile. Something was already enough. The man would think, oh, she smiled, she looked. But today, if she's smiling, you don't know what that means. You're not sure. Right? Then, can I say it? Can I say it? You're not going to get mad, will you?
They are.
You already know what I'm going to say.
I know what you're going to say. I know. You can say it, Renato.
I don't think I'll say it. They'll get mad at me.
Say it. They need to hear it.
Are you sure? Because today, there's a trend where the eyebrows stay like this and that. She already comes angry in the morning. She's already permanently mad with her eyebrows like this and like that. The design is like this, and she's angry all the time. All the time. So you look...
I thought you were going to say because you said that there is the easy one and the difficult one.
Yes.
So you said
too easy,
the one that is very difficult and the one who is that is too easy. So there's two extremes, and he's saying that there is an in between, right? You don't need to be also, how can I say it? Easy one and the person who throws themselves, right? Who is always there on top of the person, right? Just always talking. You don't need to be like that either. We're not saying that. Oh, but I'm going to go in my faith. Oh, okay, but you can also kind of lose your value. You have to talk to the men because I'm talking to the women. You need to understand the following. I have so much value. I am so good that I'm going to make someone so happy that I don't need to devalue myself to have someone, but I need him to know that I have value. So you need to have that in your mind. You need to understand that about yourself, to be well inside, to be well with yourself. So if I know about my value, I'm not going to be using things to call his attention in a way that it's going to seem like I'm an easy person. But at the same time, I'm not going to be completely closed to that shy person that doesn't look to the sides, that can't say good morning, who can't smile. There is the in between. You can smile and not be throwing yourself at the person. And you can look at the person and not be staring. You look and turn. Don't be staring. So it's simple. All people always want one thing or another. Oh, so it has to be like this. No, it's in between. It's having that balance. There's the in between of everything. So we're talking here about being accessible, but at the same time, you're not going to throw yourself at the person. Accessible, but always leaving, you always go halfway and you let the other person come halfway. You're not going to go all the way. He's there on the other side of the pulpit, and then you want to know that person. And then if you go all the way to the person, so he's not going to make any effort at all, and then you lose your value. So you need to go until the middle. You remember many years ago, many women would throw a handkerchief. They would throw a handkerchief. Very, very long ago, it wasn't even my time. They would throw a handkerchief, and when they would throw the handkerchief, without wanting to, giving him the opportunity to come as a hero, right?
Didn't I say that in the past the signs were obvious? All right, maybe today if she drops the handkerchief, the guy might step on it and keep on walking. There you have another reality. Or if he picks it up, she argue with him and say, "Who asked you to pick this up? Take your hands off it. It is or it isn't. Take your hands off it." Right? I don't need that. That is sexist. So things are complicated today. They are very complicated. So a woman has to think how she is hurting her own love life with those flaws or walls that she is building. Very well. I know you want to hear about the men. I'll do my part with the men. Good. Let me say something. Where are the men? Raise your hands. Good. You see, there are men here. Look. And the women say there are no men. Well, let me say one thing for you men. Single men. Do you know what the biggest problem of women in regards to men today is? Is that a woman doesn't want to be a tow truck. Do you know what a tow truck is? You know, when there's an accident on the street, a crash, pow, a total loss. Who do you call? The tow truck. So it comes, it brings down the lift, gets the car, and takes it away. A woman doesn't want to be a man's tow truck. Sometimes you want to date, get close to a woman. You want to come to a woman and ask her to date or form a friendship, etc. Except that you yourself are an accident.
What did you say?
Sorry. To whoever it helps. You are a moving accident. Your financial life is a mess. You don't even know how to go and speak. There are guys, sorry to say this, I'm going to say it because women complain about this. We hear this a lot. There are guys who haven't even had the first date and already wants to take her to bed. He wants to sleep with her. He looks at women just for sex, for his sexual life. So she already thinks, this guy, he isn't trustworthy. He doesn't give me assurance. He has some weird conversations. So he's an accident. He's messed up emotionally, messed up financially, in his life, in his family. He lives with his mother or someone else. It's not a sin to live with your mother. I mean that he lives with his mom in a sense of not having responsibility of taking care of his own life. mommy still takes care of him. So a woman sees someone like this. What does she think? She automatically sees an accident on the street where she's going to go get the lift, pick him up, and carry him. And a woman doesn't like being a tow truck. So, what do I mean by this? Before you come up to a woman, you need to be well with all four wheels. You need to be well, resolved as a man. I'm not saying you have to have a fat bank account, because the mistake of many men is to think that women want men with money, a credit card. It's like how women mistakenly say, oh, all men want sex. It's not all men who just want sex. Men don't just think about that. In the same way, women don't want money. Not all. What women want is a responsible man, prepared. You'd be surprised, very surprised, to see how women are prepared to be with a man who has nothing but has disposition. Maybe he doesn't have, not because he's lazy, but because he's unstable, not keeping a job, reasons of life. He may be in a situation where he doesn't have much to offer now, but he has character. He has responsibility, a man of his word. He knows it's only a matter of time, and that together they will build a life. But when he doesn't even have that, and many times he may even have money but doesn't offer assurance, what's the point? A woman thinking a man has a good financial condition doesn't mean she can marry. No. Sometimes she married and she gets cheated on, marries and deals with an abuser. So you have to be someone who offers security to your future wife. You know, she will tolerate you. She won't care if you're bald. She won't really care if you have a little belly. There's no problem. The question is, do you shower every day? I'll be honest with you, a woman is not as picky as you think. Do you shower every day?
Brush his teeth.
Brush your teeth. Speak there in the mic.
Brush his teeth.
Brush his teeth.
Yeah. Takes a shower again.
Showers. Brush his teeth. Shower. Brush his teeth. Showers. You see? Do you smell good? You know, basic things that a man sometimes doesn't pay attention to. So these are the hindrances. We're speaking honestly to you. I'm not saying it's a problem of all men that are here in front, nor of all women. We are generalizing. It's obvious. We can't speak about all cases. But generally, we have seen this problem of men with women a lot, about accessibility, and of women with men about needing a tow truck to take them out of the middle of the road. That's the reality.
The woman, she wants to help. She wants to help. But she doesn't want to carry. She wants to help. And even though she's financially independent, even if she doesn't need a man to survive, she doesn't want to carry it. It's her nature. She wants to help. She wants to be together with him. She wants to think like this. He's going this direction and I want to go the same way. But what they complain about a lot is that she's having to carry him and to push him. She's having to go in front and keep pulling him. You know, pulling the person, and the person doesn't leave their place, and she has to keep pulling and feeling like as if she's carrying the whole world on her shoulders. And she doesn't want that. So she starts to think, well, it's better to just be alone. Because alone with him, pulling him, it's better to just be alone without a weight.
A man also doesn't want to be a tow truck. The person doesn't help. She doesn't seek help. So, will I have to carry her on my back? It's different, you know. You want to grow together. You want to be with someone who will help you. A woman wants to help a man. If you're on a trip, you help each other out. But it's annoying if on the trip and you have to drag the other person. Drag them. All right, you will help. If they're sick, have a terminal illness, and you have to care for them, it's your husband, it's your wife, it's something else. But you're going to look for someone with a relationship that is a person that doesn't care for themselves. Can't walk on their own legs, figuratively speaking, so it's demotivating. No one has the trust. This is the biggest problem. The problem today is not lacking of single people. You see here, it's not lack of men, lack of women, it's a lack of trust. Women are having difficulty trusting in men and men trusting women. Why don't a lot of men want to marry today? Many men don't want to marry today because they think, I marry her today, then tomorrow she'll ask for a divorce. But we had a child. She still wants a divorce and takes me to the cleaners, and I'm broke. It's over. That's exactly it. I'm broke. No way am I going to marry. If you want this here, but I don't promise anything. A man is already scared of commitment because many women trick them. Yes or no? It's a crisis of trust. A crisis of trust. It's not lack of people, but of trust.
Imagine waking up one day to find that you married the wrong person, or that you lost your true love because you ruined your relationship, or that you'd missed it when that special person came into your life. For those who don't want to spend the rest of their lives regretting a bad decision, Bulletproof Dating is a must-read, no matter what stage of singleness you're in. Whether you're alone, waiting, dating, picking up the pieces of your broken heart, divorced, or widowed, this book will help you navigate the complicated world of modern relationships. Years of experience have given Renato and Cristiane Cardoso authority to say that most divorces start during the dating phase. Bulletproof Dating is a manual for all ages and will open your eyes and show you practical actions you can take. It's time to learn intelligent love. Ebook available on Amazon.com and other online retailers.
Does your love life need a little boost? An upgrade? A complete overhaul? Worry not. We've got the right treatment just for you. It's the Love Therapy course. Live stream from Houston, Texas every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time with Dave and Evelyn Higginbotham, teaching practical advice for both married couples and for singles to deal with the day-to-day ins and outs of romance and relationship issues.
If we make a mistake, it's not a problem to make a mistake, but if we make a mistake and we don't learn from it, that is a serious problem.
American culture is, follow your heart.
Yeah.
What does your heart tell you? Don't let anybody stop you. If you love this person, don't let them stop you. Go for this dream that you have. That's almost elevated as this noble thing.
Watch the Love Therapy live every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Time on the Living Faith Network website, or scroll through the archives of past Love Therapy sessions on ulfn.org. For more information, comments, or questions, call 888-332-4141 or text 888-312-4141.
Did you know that over 50% of couples who get divorced regret not trying harder to save their marriage? No one gets married to later get a divorce. But sometimes it seems like there's no other option. Wait, you haven't tried everything. Bulletproof Marriage has already helped millions of couples all around the world to avoid separation. Even if one party isn't willing to change, or the relationship seems like a lost cause, give yourself this opportunity. Read this amazing book and shield your marriage against divorce. Buy the book on Amazon.com today.